One of the people who survived the Enugu attack narrated, and he said that when the helicopters came down, the two helicopters that came to attack the Enugu communities, that they thought it was the Nigerian military. That the helicopters came down, what they saw was terrorists, killing only male child. Either you are a grown-up man or you are just a little boy. Once they see you, they will kill you. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Tuesday, June 17 is today, 2025. I have been trying to get more details about what is going on in Enugu State. And there is something I pointed out from what they told me about the attack that happened in Enugu State. And as I speak to you, the climate in this Hamofu side is not good at all. Now, one of the Fulani terrorists who came to massacre people, because as I speak to you now, the death toll is rising from 7 to 12, from 12 to 15, from 15 to 17. It is just rising. Now, they said that one of the Fulani terrorists who came to kill them saying that here is not your land, here is our land. You know the reason why all these things is complicating? The politicians in Igbo land, they are in trouble. The reason why I said they are in trouble, there is no how you can trade your people for nothing and you think that you're going to go away with it. This is the highest betrayal of all kind. I learned that even some persons from Enugu State went to Finland to testify against Simon Ekpa. The vice president of Nigeria was in Finland when Simon Ekpa has not been detained. And when Nnamdi Kanu has not been kidnapped, I understood how the likes of Jews of Kanu, that time Obiano, then the way they move around to make sure they will crucify these people. Now, if you are not biased, no matter where you belong, if you are not biased, you will understand that there is a purpose for everything. The reason why you see all these Biafra agitators wasking strong every day is because the people that they belong to, where they came from, they saw them and they are still seeing them as their savior. Because people from these communities, they know who are killing them. They know who is their savior. They know whom they are relying on. Now tell me, since the abduction of Nnamdi Kanu, the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu, even since the detention of Simon Ekpa, can you confirm that the killing in Igbo land has doubled? It has increased tremendously. And after this video, the next video comes about the death toll that they are counting in Abia State now. All these things, media in Nigeria will always suppress it. But if it is anything they want you to hear, they will bring it out in the media. But the real people are dying. And I said, where and when have we come to this point in Enugu State? This is not Benue State. This is Enugu State. Take a look. This is not acceptable at all. This is not acceptable. That the Fulani terrorists are claiming that Enugu is their land. In my previous video, I talked about what Bala Mohammed said on national television, what Erufai said, what Naya Barigwe said. All these people confirm that these terrorists were imported by the politicians. Now, politicians who imported all these terrorists, you know what? They have to provide a place for them. And if they tell them that take Benue State, attack them, wipe them away, the only thing we have to do is that we will not react while doing it. Do you see the body language of the government? Nigeria is under siege. Everywhere is burning. From north to south, east to west, everywhere is burning. And this is what people could sing, there is fire on the mountain. Yes, there is the real fire. The real people are dying. But the government don't care. Let me tell you, there is nothing that will make another war not to break out of Nigeria, because people cannot continue to die like this. Then let them fight the war once and for all. Let them fight the war once and for all. And people can't be dying like this. And I am still seeing some political folks, some politicians, people are working with them, still talking about, this one is not serious, this one is not serious. Can you replace people that died? No, you watching me. Can you now replace people that died? If there is any chance for them to say, now, 200 people that died in Benue, let them come out, let 200 lawmakers die. Can they die for them? Nobody cares for you. Nobody will protect you. Nobody will help you. That is why don't listen to all these politicians. Don't join them to kill your brothers. You will regret it. Don't join them to... See, if you don't... Someone that is wearing shoe know where it is paining him or how. If I'm wearing shoe and it's paining me, you can come and tell me how to adjust my shoe. Because you are not the one that is, receiving the pain. Now, this article reads that the breaking death toll from herdsmen attack on Enugu community rises to 12 as residents flee homes. This is the time the death toll was 12. God have mercy. God have mercy. Now, the death toll is already 17. Before tomorrow, who told you that this death toll is not going to even climb up to that of Benue? When the attack first happened in Benue, it was 30. Now, the death toll rises up to 240. Let's understand what the article reads. It says the death toll from herdsmen attack in Agwa autonomous community in Ehamufu issues on local government area of Enugu state has risen to 12 as of 12 noon on Tuesday, after more bodies were recovered from the bushes, Sarah reporters learned. And as at the time of making this video, this is around 5 o'clock. Okay, if at around 12 noon, is 12, you could understand the searches for 5 hours. This is not acceptable. Now, it continues that meanwhile, residents of Ehamufu bordering communities with Benue State have started fleeing their homes as stress of imminent attack got to them, local sources told Sarah reporters on Tuesday. Sarah reporters had reported on Monday that at least 7 residents of Ekpa village of Agwamed, Ehamufu issues on local government area of Enugu State were brutally massacred by armed herdsmen, or let me put it well, were massacred by the Fulani terrorists. It had reported that several others were still missing as search parties had been launched to recover the missing residents, dead or alive. The video clip shared with Sarah reporters on Tuesday show residents crying uncontrollably after more recovered bodies were brought home. So many have been left traumatized with the unprovoked deadly attack by suspected Fulani herdsmen. A community leader, Oguzuru Ebe, who spoke to Sarah reporters on Tuesday, lamented that the death toll may increase as more people are still missing, just like what I told you. The recent attack occurred on Sunday evening when the arsenal reportedly dropped from helicopter invaded this peaceful community, killing any male, both young and old, on sight. Now, this is what I'm finding it difficult to understand, because they told me that it was helicopter that dropped the Fulani terrorists that killed these people. Where do we start from? Where do we start from? A helicopter dropped these people and they started killing them. Another leader of the community, Sunday Ebe, told Sarah reporters that tension has enveloped the entire Ehamufu bordering communities as nobody has gone to farm for the past 1 week. The article continues, but let me stop this article here. This is so bad. This is so bad that helicopter dropped these people down and the attack started. Who owns the helicopter? Mba, who owns the helicopter? Ojuzo Kanu, who owns the helicopter? Not one, not two. Helicopters dropped them. Who owns this helicopter? There was a country.
Self-defense is a constitutional right. Self-determination is not a crime, but a right under the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and customary international law. Therefore, I make no apologies. for pursuing Biafra relentlessly and determinedly. It can never stop. Those who underestimate our resolve do so at their own peril. As I've said before, we are not alive, we are dead already. When you see men, you will understand how determined we are. But there is one thing we have resolved to do. From today onwards, the death of every Biafran will be avenged. If you kill a Biafran, you will be killed. No matter who you are, we will keep pursuing you until you die. You have no peace and you have no rest. I'm saying it on video that the whole world may understand. In 1966, the world kept quiet as Biafrans were slaughtered in their numbers, 300,000 in the north. 67 to 70, over 3.5 million people were killed. Nobody stood trial for it. Rwanda lost less than 100,000 people. ICC and international courts were convened to try those who were responsible, or should I say, those who were culpable. The same thing in Liberia. But because you killed us between 66 and 1970 and nothing happened, and from 1945 to 1966 and nothing happened, that was the reason, or should I say, that is the reason why the Fulanis will keep coming to kill us on a daily basis. Right now, from this day onwards, if you kill us, we are going to kill you. The men are ready. They have come to defend Biafra land, not to separate from Nigeria, no. We are going to accomplish that via a referendum. But if you come to our villages now to rape our mothers or abduct our sisters, you will die in the process. Any governor found aiding any of these people or giving our land to Fulani Janjaweed will be in trouble with us. Let me make one thing abundantly clear to all of you listening. We have resolved to die for what we believe in. And our belief is simple, very, very simple, that we are going to defend the land of Biafra with all our might. Not in pursuit of secession, as the idiots would say, but in pursuit of the defense of our land so that our mothers can go to the farm without the risk of being raped and torn to pieces. Some of you saw what happened at Uli. How a very beautiful young Biafran lady went to the farm and never came back. She was not only raped, her body was mutilated, cut into pieces and strewn all across her farmland. None of you did anything. Anambra State governor did nothing. Instead, he went along to appoint the same people that committed such heinous crime against the land itself into his cabinet. These are the idiots we are having to contend with in the land of Biafra. And we are saying enough is enough. If you're part of this very conspiracy to emasculate the children of God, to destroy Biafra land, then you are grossly mistaken. I know that the Fulani Janjaweed are not highly educated, they are not polished, they are not discerning, they cannot reason very well. Let me make this very, very clear. The Eastern Security Network is what it is. An organized vigilante outfit, rather than restricting the activities of the defense of our land to maybe Enugu State or Delta State or even Bayelsa State, for instance. We have resolved to defend the entirety of Biafran territory. Allow me to repeat, because some of you are not educated enough to understand what we are saying. I am addressing this to the Fulani Janjaweed. Allow me to repeat. The Eastern Security Network is there to safeguard our land, to stop Fulani terrorists from Mali, from Gambia, from coming into our land to kill us. Our mothers must return to their farms, and our daughters must be able to move about very, very freely. The only way out of the mess people are in Nigeria is that people should stop talking and doing the work necessary to free everybody from this Fulani-inspired bondage. Today, people died or should I say a lawmaker, was killed in Yoruba land. This same day today, in Benue State, 4 people were killed. Even in Katsina, young boys were abducted, and girls, as a matter of fact, from the dormitories. That is the level of insecurity in Nigeria. People are dying on a daily basis. Are you going to sit down, just lament, talk about it, and nothing happens? Or are you going to join us to ensure that this reign of Fulani terrorism and insecurity is brought to an end? That is what we are for. That is why this very security outfit has been set up. And that is the work they are going to do. And nobody, and I repeat, nobody is going to stop us. Extrajudicial killings will no longer be tolerated.